Hello and welcome to Programming of Adam. And in this video, we will be continuing to look at LeetCode questions. Okay, so notice that the next one we haven't done is valid parentheses. So let me just open that. Okay, so there it is, and it's basically saying like, given a string containing just characters, like a different type of parentheses, determine if the input string is valid. Okay, so the idea is, so I will just kind of first outline the idea maybe in Python. So I already kind of yeah, so we have Python here. So far it's really not doing anything. So first for the idea. So the idea would be we do a for loop of characters in S. Okay, and then for each character. So if character is open bracket, right? Well, remember we can never discover if it's a mistake if we are opening a bracket, right? It's only when we close, then add to a stack. So remember, a stack is the same as last in, first out. So you put in something, the last thing you put in is the first thing that comes out. Okay, so for example, if you put in this bracket and that bracket and that bracket, and what comes out, that will be coming out. In, then out. Something like that. So AG. Okay. So we add. So what I was saying is we can only determine if there is a mistake if we when we are closing a bracket, right? And that's because we can have any type of thing that is already looking perfect like this, and then it is now at this point, see, when we are closing a bracket, that we can actually see, oh, there is a mistake here because that one just doesn't match up. Okay, so if we are opening, if the character is just an open bracket, we just add it to a stack. Then if not, if the character, so else, I guess, if character is closed bracket of some sort, then we need to then we pop and open the last in open bracket and see if it matches with character. Okay, and we keep doing that until we are finished, and at the end we check if the stack is empty. So that's the idea. Okay, so let's just start it. So we build a stack, initially an empty stack, and okay, and then we make a for loop for character in S. Okay, and if character is in, okay, so good, we can make some list, is in, is open. So I can think about, I can specify that in a moment, what I mean by that. If the character is open, then we simply take the stack and we append. So I went through the official tutorial, the Python tutorial. So I just Googled that. And then the official Python tutorial comes up. And when you click at that, you go to data structures and you have stacks here. And there's that append. So we are appending the character. And that's it. So else. So that will mean if char is closed, okay, then we have to check if the brackets match up, right? So so first of all, so if something, then return false, right? So what can under which circumstances do we not have a match? So char closed when no match. Well, just think about it. So if I look at an example, right? So we have an open and an open and an open, and then we suddenly have a closed now. So let's say it's that one, right? So we're looking at the last two. So first, of course, if this, and we have put it, so here we will have placed the first three in the stack, but we are looking at and then we will be comparing the last two. But remember, of course, if the stack is empty, then of course, we will have to return false, right? Because that will mean then the first symbol we have altogether is an empty stack, or there's something like this, right? That could also be like, this could be something like that. Then after this close open bracket, the stack will be empty, and then we're starting with that. So, or, and now we have to, like, what could happen, right? So, or the character, so the close bracket, does not match that would be what we pop. So we take the stack and we pop a single item. Okay. So again, that I have to be specified a little bit, and that's basically it. And then return stack equals to empty. So actually, stack equals to empty. If this is true, then we are done. There is actually another way of writing this. Same as not stack. So I just kind of Googled that. So we can say not stack. Okay, so now we just need to figure out how to figure out if something is a match. So character. Okay. Well, so what we could do is we could make a match list, right? Match. So we could make all the possible scenarios of matches. All right, so we have 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So open bracket matches a close bracket, and open bracket matches a close bracket, and open bracket matches a closed bracket. Okay, and now is open, character is open. Well, that will just be in match, because remember, match takes all the keys. This is a dictionary, so it will be taking all the keys. So this key, and this key. So it will exactly be just a list of all open. And then for does not match, so we could take match of the open bracket, and then we can basically see whether so that will give you the closed bracket, right? And then we just have to see whether if they're not matched, so it does not match the character. So like that. And I think that's roughly the idea. So let's just try. Let's just try to run it. So syntax char. Oh, so like that. Else char run false. So this one is giving us a false. Stack match. And let's have a look again. Also, maybe it's just these brackets here that are too much. So let's try to run that. Main. Spread missing brackets. False. Is valid. Let's just take the simplest possible case. Print that. That should give us a true. Okay, so I just noticed here, if char in match. So let's just try that. Now we're getting true. Great. So let's try some of the others. This one gives true, and that one gives false, and so on. Okay. So let's just take this code and put it in here. This actually should be Python. So put it here. Maybe I get rid of these bits. Run code. Didn't. Always forget about the okay. So that seems okay, and I will just submit that and see if submission works. Okay, maybe one more time. Okay, so I just run it again and got 99.85%. And with that, I think I'm pretty happy that this is a good solution. So I should say this is actually most likely a little bit different than any other solutions out there. I don't know, but I'm pretty happy with it also because it really is very natural in some sense. At least the way of thinking that I had here, I think, is it makes just a lot of sense. Well, at least if you just kind of like look through it, you start looking at all the open brackets you have, and then as soon as you have a closed bracket, you start investigating if it matches up the open bracket. So that's it. And